Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, one man can be considered got off lucky. Sort of, because he learned a valuable lesson very much the hard way, and oh man, it does seem like overkill, but it's such a reminder that not every country in the world is the same as America. So I don't know how many times I have to stress this to people who are traveling and things like that, that countries have their own laws, right? Even countries in the Caribbean, like Turks and Caicos, have their own laws. They're much more strict on things. There are Caribbean countries that if you wear camouflage bathing suit or shorts or pants out off the cruise ship, they will sometimes arrest you or escort you back to the cruise ship and ban you from the country. Well, I've stressed this over and over. Know the rules of where you're going, follow the rules, and you won't get into trouble. Now, this gentleman did not purposely go to break the law. Let me be clear on that. He did not set out to do anything dangerous. He didn't set out to cause trouble or anything. Apparently what happened is a week or 2 weeks before his cruise, he used his backpack and he loaded up some ammo and his gun and went to the shooting range. There he, practiced with his gun like hundreds and hundreds of Americans do every day. And then went back home and then used that, after he emptied everything out and everything, he used that backpack for his travel. Well, unbeknownst to him, he missed two things in his backpack. And those two things were bullets. Just two bullets. The gun wasn't there, it wasn't a bomb, it wasn't anything like that. Two bullets. Well, unfortunately for him, when he got in Turks and Caicos, those bullets were discovered. And when they found one bullet, they were kind of questioning it a little bit. And then when they found the second bullet, they handed them over to authorities, and he knew right away, this is not going to end well. This is not a good thing. Now remember, this happened back in April. And this decision just came out this week where this gentleman was up on charges. He was held in jail all this time because he had two bullets in a bag. No gun, didn't try and rob anybody, had no intention of harming anybody or anything like that, but you're not allowed to carry ammo in Turks and Caicos. It's against the law. And he faced 12 years in prison. Let me get that straight. For two bullets, 12 years in prison. You find bullets in a duffel bag in the United States, you would think nothing of it, right? You would think nothing of it. Now, going through security at the airport, they may say, hey, you got to leave those behind, right? But in Turks and Caicos, they took that much more serious, and they finally got him into court after over a month of being in jail. And put it this way, he got off very lucky, but very costly. So what happened is the decision came down. They did realize that he wasn't there for harm or anything, but they also don't want to let somebody off scot-free for breaking one of their laws. They have a lot of trouble there sometimes with guns and things like that, and they crack down on this sort of thing. Well, what they cracked down on was they released him on time served. And in the United States and Canada, UK probably, that would have been the end of it, right? Okay, time served, misdemeanor, warning, bad boy, slap on the wrist, don't do it again, right? And for something probably much more serious than carrying two bullets in a backpack. right? It's just the way, you can go in and steal from stores and rob, and then bad. You're bad. Don't do it again. That's American justice right now. Because the courts are so backed up and the prisons are so full, they just got no place to put people. Well, in Turks and Caicos, they have places to put people. And at one point, he was deathly afraid that he was going to get sentenced to a long prison term for just this incident. But he got off lucky. The judge said, we're going to release you. You're going to be able to go back home. But we're charging you and fining you $9,000. That's right, $9,000 for a fine for carrying 2 bullets in a backpack. Not causing mischief, not causing trouble, no intention of ill will, mistakenly brought 2 bullets from his gun range and left them in his bag when he traveled. That's all that he did. Now, that seems very, very minor, but it just goes to show you gotta know your rules when you travel, folks. You gotta know the countries you're visiting. If you're gonna visit China, you gotta know the rules in China. If you're gonna visit South Korea, North Korea, if you're gonna visit Japan, if you're gonna visit Africa, anywhere you're gonna go. People wanna get back to Russia again when things settle down from Ukraine. You gotta know the rules of where you're going, because as you can see from this story, even the littlest seems like nothing should have been just forgotten about, and I accidentally did this. Like, it seems very mundane, right? Like, we would not even blink an eye in North America. But there the guy faced 12 years in jail and ended up with a $9,000 fine and considers himself lucky. And this is just one extreme example of something that happened. I recall a story of a student who went to North Korea and, hey, he saw this poster on the wall and thought, oh, you know what, that'd be a cool souvenir. And he took this poster hanging on a wall back to his hotel room. Well, somebody witnessed him doing it, reported him, and he ended up spending 6 months in jail for taking a poster. Tell me that would happen in the United States, Canada, Britain. Would it happen there? Australia? No. But it happens in other countries. So please, make sure you're aware of the rules. And for God's sakes, don't travel with ammo in your backpack, or you too could face 12 years. Now imagine if you were heading there now and you had a bullet left in your bag and they caught you right now after this happened. Do you think, after giving everybody a warning that the $9,000 fine is out there and you could go to jail, do you think maybe the next example would be you are going to jail? Isn't that crazy? Isn't this whole story a little bit crazy? But it's a warning to everybody, not just cruisers, but travelers in general, to know the laws of the country you're going to. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.